12th Biobotany, Chapter 4, Principles and Process of Biotechnology. Tools for Genetic Engineering. Already we learned about restriction enzymes and DNA linkage as tools. In this part, we shall discuss about the vectors. They are important things needed for the cloning experiment or genetic engineering. What are cloning vehicles? Cloning vehicles are plasmids of bacterial cells. This is genetic DNA of bacterial cell, and the plasmids are extrachromosomal DNAs. The plasmids are taken out. They are circular DNA, double-stranded DNA. They can replicate and make copy of themselves. A plasmid can make copy of itself. It can replicate independently. A foreign DNA is combined with this plasmid. Now it is called as rDNA or recombinant DNA. The recombinant DNA is transferred into another organism called as host. Now this organism has rDNA, recombinant DNA inside it. This organism is called as transformed organism or genetically modified organism. This is a vector or cloning vehicle. It has place for the insertion of foreign DNA. This is foreign DNA. This plasmid has space for the insertion of foreign DNA. Which place? This is a place. This place can be opened, cut and opened by restriction enzymes. For an example, EcoR1 is an restriction enzyme. It can cut this palindrome sequence GAATTC. The same enzyme is used to cut the foreign DNA to get sticky ends. Now after the activity of restriction enzyme, the foreign DNA has sticky end and the vector DNA has sticky end. Sticky ends have complementary nucleotide sequence. TT is complementary to AA, and again AA is complementary to the TT. When these two are mixed together, they will join because these complementary nucleotides form a pair and form a rDNA. These ends are sealed by DNA ligase. DNA ligase makes a phosphodiester bond between the sugar and phosphate of the two ends. This rDNA is inserted into the host cell. Now the host cell is called as transformed cell. Transformed cell has rDNA, that is recombinant DNA. The vectors are used for two purposes. First one is for cloning. What is cloning? Getting identical copies. To get identical copies of multiple copies of foreign gene, cloning vectors are used. Expression vectors are used to get the products of gene. When a gene is expressed, the product will be obtained. For that, what is the product of gene? Protein. To get the protein product of foreign gene, expression vectors are used. This is a cloning vector. It has foreign gene. This is foreign gene or gene of interest. Both the plasmid and foreign gene together called as recombinant DNA or rDNA. The rDNA is kept inside the host cell. When the host bacterial cell divides by binary fission, it forms 2, 4, 8, 16 cells, and the division will be going on. When the bacterial cell multiplies, the rDNA also multiplies because it can replicate. So cloning vectors are used to get multiple copies of the desired gene. Cloning vectors are used to increase the number of the DNA insert or gene of interest inside the suitable host cell. Expression vectors have the DNA sequence for transcription and translation. What is transcription? Formation of RNA from DNA. The process is catalyzed by RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase binds with promoter sequence. So the expression vector has promoter nucleotide sequence for transcription. So RNA is produced, mRNA. This is mRNA. Then it also has the DNA sequences for the translation. RNA is translated into protein. Expression vectors are used to get protein products of the DNA insert. Cloning vectors are used to get multiple copies of the desired gene or DNA insert. We have to insert the vector into the host cell, so the vector should be smaller in size and low molecular weight. If the vector is small in size and low molecular weight, the vector can be easily transferred into the host cell. If the vector is small in size and low molecular weight, that is less than 10 kilobase per, that can be easily transferred into the host cell. A vector has a recognition site for restriction enzyme or cloning site. This is a place for the integration of foreign gene. So a vector must have, we are discussing about properties of vector. The vector must have place for integration with DNA insert. This is DNA insert foreign gene. To accommodate the foreign gene, it must have place. That is a place where restriction enzymes act on. A cloning vectors have more than one restriction site. When a cloning vector has more than one restriction site, that is multiple cloning sites or polylinger. When a vector has multiple cloning sites, many restriction enzymes can cut the site. So what is possible for us? Presence of multiple cloning site facilitates the use of restriction enzymes of choice. PBR322 is a vector. It has a recognition site or cloning site for EcoR1, Hint3, EcoRV, BAMH1. So it has recognition site for many restriction enzymes. So these are the choices. We can select the restriction enzymes from our choices. If the vector has multiple cloning sites, that means site for the activity of many restriction enzymes. This is advantageous for a researcher. And selectable marker. Our aim is to transfer the foreign gene into the host cell. For that, the foreign DNA is combined with vector. How to verify whether the vector carrying foreign gene enters into the host cell or not? Whether the recombinant DNA enters into the host cell or not. To verify, while doing the experiment, the selectable markers are used. This is PBR322 plasmid. It has two selectable markers. One is ampicillin resistant gene. This is ampicillin resistant gene. When the gene is inserted into the bacterial cell can resist ampicillin antibiotic, and this is tetracycline resistant gene. These two markers are useful to identify the presence of recombinant DNA inside the host cell. This is transformed cell, this is non-transformed cell. What is transformed cell? When a cell has rDNA, that is transformed cell. This is called as non-transformed cell because there is no rDNA inside it. The rDNA failed to move inside this host, but here rDNA already entered. How to separate the non-transformed cells from transformed cells? For that purpose only selectable markers are used. Let us see the use of this ampicillin resistant marker. This is a medium, nutrient medium. In the nutrient medium, ampicillin antibiotic is added. Then all the bacterial cells used for cloning or recombinant DNA technology are allowed to grow. Do you think all the cells grow in this medium? In this medium, ampicillin is added. All the cells cannot grow. The cells which have ampicillin resistant gene only can grow. If the DNA is transformed, it will contain ampicillin resistant gene. If the DNA is not transformed, it will not contain ampicillin resistant gene. After one day, the bacterial cells form a colony. The cells which have ampicillin resistant genes form a colony. Other cells die. In this way, we can separate, we can identify and eliminate non-transforming cells and selectively permitting the growth of transforming cells. The transforming cells can be grown further after the elimination of non-transformed cells. To differentiate these two types of cells, selectable markers are there. So the cloning vehicle or vector must contain the selectable markers. Otherwise, we cannot distinguish between the transformed cell and non-transformed cell. Cloning sites. Already we discussed about cloning site. Here we learn about another aspect of cloning site. Cloning sites are area where foreign genes can be inserted. Foreign genes can be linked. The vector needs to have very few, preferably single recognition sites for many restriction enzymes. So some of the restriction enzymes are commonly used. For all the commonly used restriction enzymes, the cloning vector has or the plasmid has very few preferably single recognition site. That is good for the researcher. And the cloning vector or plasmid DNA must replicate. It has to make copy of itself. When the cloning vector makes copy of itself, and the foreign DNA also will be copied, will make another copy. For that, the DNA replication starts from a particular DNA sequence that is called as origin of replication, ORI. This is a plasmid. It has ORI, origin of replication. In this place, from this place, DNA replication starts. Because of the presence of ORI, it can make another copy, so that the foreign gene also can make another copy. Origin of replication or ORI. This is a sequence from where replication starts. The piece of from this place replication starts. So the piece of foreign DNA linked to this sequence also replicates. So the foreign DNA also makes a copy. It can replicate. So ORI DNA sequence is very important for a plasmid or cloning vehicle or cloning vector. Bacterial plasmids are used as vector. Bacteriophages are used as vector. Yeast vector. There are different kinds of vectors are there. Plasmid is used as vector. Plasmid is a circular DNA. It is a extra chromosomal DNA. A bacterial cell has bacterial chromosome and additional circular double-stranded DNA are present. They are called as plasmids. These plasmids make copy of themselves. They can replicate independently. So they are used as cloning vehicle or cloning vector. This is a cloning vector. It has a recognition site for many enzymes, many restriction enzymes, multiple recognition sites. It has ORI, original replication. It has selectable marker, that is antibiotic resistant gene. PBR322 plasmid is a vector. It contains 4361 base pairs. The first letter P, small p, indicates plasmid. Next two letters, name of the scientist who discovered. And 322 is the order of discovery. Here the number is 322. That means before the development of this particular plasmid, 321 plasmids were developed. P denotes plasmid. B are respectively the names of scientists Bolivar and Rodriguez. Bolivar Rodriguez, who developed this plasmid, and the number 322 is the number of plasmid developed from their laboratory. It contains AMPR, ampicillin resistant gene AMPR, and TET-R, tetracycline antibiotic resistant genes. They are used as marker to identify the transformed cells. And it has multiple recognition site for many restriction enzymes, HIN3, ECOR1, many, etc. And it has ORI, origin of replication. It is a place from which the replication starts. And ROP is a nucleotide sequence. This sequence produces a protein. ROP nucleotide sequence produces a protein. That protein controls the replication of plasmid. So this is also important. The ROP region contains controls the replication of plasmid. That is also present in PBR322 plasmid. TI plasmid is commonly used for the purpose of transfer of foreign gene from bacterial cell to plant cells. TI plasmid is found in Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a bacterial cell. This bacterium is a disease-causing bacterium. It causes disease on plants. It causes tumorous growth, cancer-like growth, because it has oncogene. The part of the plasmid is oncogene, cancer-producing gene. The plasmid carries TRA gene. The plasmid carries TRA gene, that is transfer gene. The transfer gene help to transfer the rDNA, tDNA or rDNA from one bacterium to another bacterium or plant cell. The TRA gene present in the plasmid is helpful in the transfer of recombinant DNA from bacterial cell to plant cells. When the bacterium enters into the plant cell, the plasmid, the TRA gene of the plasmid makes a copy of rDNA into the plant cell chromosome. It makes a copy of rDNA, and the rDNA is transferred into the plant cell chromosome. In this way, the TRA gene of TI plasmid is useful in the transfer of genes from bacterial cell to plant cells. Agrobacterium plasmids have been used for introduction of genes into plants. It has ORI and markers. Transposons are used as vectors. Transposons are nucleotide sequences found in many organisms, found in bacterial cells. They are called as walking genes or jumping genes or movable genes, mobile genes, because this is a transposon. It is a nucleotide sequence. It is a part of total DNA. This sequence can move from this location to another location of the same DNA. It also can move from this DNA to another DNA. It also can move from this DNA to another DNA. This walking gene also can move or can transfer itself from this place to another place of same DNA. So it is called as walking gene or jumping gene. This is called a transposon vector. It can move from this DNA to another DNA. It moves and it has enzyme like restriction enzyme and DNA leakase, so makes a cut on a foreign DNA or same DNA on another place and enter inside, and then it joins by means of DNA leakase. It acts as cut and paste molecule. It produces proteins. The proteins act as cut and paste molecule, so that the walking genes can move from one place to another place of same DNA, or can move from one DNA to another DNA, can move from one DNA to plasmid DNA, etc. Transposons are DNA sequences which transfer or move themselves from one part of the DNA to another part of DNA. They can move within a chromosome and move from one chromosome to another chromosome. So here completed various aspects of the cloning vehicle, that is carrier DNA, that carries DNA, foreign gene from one organism to another organism. In the next part we will discuss about the host cells.